picking up where we left off, we were going to get the player moving. Oh, okay, we'll do player key movement. That's fine. That's it's pretty straightforward. So we need to document.add event listener, not s, add event listener, key down. So we're passing in basically event listener, what type of event listener it is. So it's listening for a key press, which is like all the key going down exactly. So I'm going to call it key press. It's the function that I will get to fire. I'm also going to get another one, which is key up. Just key released. The reason why we do key down and key up is because if we were trying to get a game to function purely off, oh, the key is pressed, move. What happens with a computer is you go key down, and you can see this here, even with the keyboard. If I press across on the keyboard, you see the cursor will move from here to here, and then it takes a little bit of a delay before it kicks in and registers I'm holding it down on purpose. So you get press, oh, it's on purpose, and then it keeps moving. And so to stop that, we want you to basically toggle, it's been pressed, do this stuff. Once it's released, stop doing it, so we can kind of do that. So we get a variable called like left key press equals false. So we're going to basically say once it's true, move left. Once it's false, stop moving. Right, up, down. And we're going to do this via key codes, which I can type the key codes in automatically, but I will do that later. Oops, I don't want to be there. Right, so let's get these functions. Right, function key pressed. Did I capitalize it? Yes, I did. Key pressed, and we're passing in an event, which is the actual key press itself. A computer being a computer, each time anything's pressed on the keyboard, the computer will have to log that somehow and know that I've pressed an arrow key versus pressing a letter or a spacebar or what have you. So a number's assigned to each one, right? So if I go console.log, which is just spit out something into the console, and oops, I want a console log event.keycode. This will spit out actually what key has been, like the number associated with the key that's pressed. And I also need the function key released, because if I don't have that, when the event listener gets key up, it'll go, oh, I'm trying to find this function, but it doesn't exist, and it'll throw an error. Right. So let's, oh, I've got it running somewhere. Yeah, I've got it running here. Okay, oh, what's happened here? Missing argument after line 16. 16. Oh, silly me. Come up. There we go. So now, if I'm in here and we look in the console and I press left key, right key, up key, down key, spacebar. Right, so basically if I go left, up, right, down, and kind of like a clockwise type fashion, we get 37, 38, 39, 40. So we're going to use those key codes. So if I go const, because they're never going to change, of course. So I'm going to go left underscore key equals 37, right underscore key, up, down. Right, so left's 37, right's 37, 38, 39. So this is 38, 38. No, hold on. Yes. And that's 39, and that's 40. Right. Okay, so when we're getting here now, we'll say if event.keyCode is equal to left key pressed, then we'll take the left key pressed, and then say it is true, it is being pressed. Then we'll do this for right, right, do this for up, and then we will go do it for down. Down, and then we take all of this, chuck it in there, because we basically need to do the opposite, which is then saying false. Right, false. Okay, so great. So these are now all checking true, false, true, false. So I'll make a player movement function then. Function player move. If left key pressed is equal to true, which it'll assume by default, so I don't even need to press equals equals true. Then I will go player xpos, because that is 0 and that's 400 canvas.width. So we would go minus equals player.xspeed and then do this for right key, and this would be just a plus. Oops, plus. Then we can take these, which are our vertical movements, which will then be up key, player y pos, up is moving, yep, up, so y, down, y, and y. Right, and then we take this player move function, because we need to call it in the main loop, otherwise it will not run. These ones do not need to be called in the main loop because they are listening for the event of an actual key press, so they are constantly listening, saying, have they pressed a key yet? Right, oh, what's happened here? Right key is not, right key not defined. Oh, of course it's not. Sure someone's looking at that going, oh my goodness, fix that, would you? Right, so there we go, up, down. We have got this scenario where it disappears out the side. So there's two ways we can fix this. We can go if left key pressed and player xpos, so we're heading towards 0, is greater than 0. So now if I do this, stops it. See? Or I can say here for right key press, for example, if just move that above it. Alright, so I just do this because OCD. Right, so if player xpos is greater than canvas.width, so it's gone out of the right hand screen completely, then I'd say player xpos equals 0 minus player size divided by 2, so it's kind of half in as it appears. There we go, so if I go there, free stop, there, whoop, teleports. Okay, so that is a pretty simple movement. Obviously you can do your required ones for up and down, but that gives you the two options there. So this one here is left move stop stop at screen, probably at canvas left edge, right move if out of canvas right side, up here on left side, half in. Right. So those are the differences between the two. Gives you a pretty good grounding in just in terms of general movement. In terms of rotation, I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole at this stage, just because rotation is, give you an idea, rotation starts around the 0, 0 origin point. So if I want to rotate this, it's going to try and rotate around this point, not around itself. So then I have to try and tell the origin point to move to the middle of here and then back. Yeah, it's a headache to say the least. Righto, so there you go.